Hey guys, it is Tanya, and welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to another speed build, and to another installment of the Squish. Today I am back building a tiny cottage for a single mom. I had a couple of ideas going around in my head. I really wanted to build a tiny home for a single mom that had multiple children, based on a suggestion that I got from one of you guys, but I also really wanted to build a cottage. And that's because of the new pack. This is going to be a trend on the channel over the next month that I can't stop thinking about cottage living, and therefore it's going to come through in a majority of my content. So hopefully you're okay with that. But basically, one of you guys had commented at some point and suggested that I build a tiny house for a single mom where there was either a child or a toddler, but also a teenager, and that the mom shared a room with the teenager because they lived in a tiny house. And I thought that just sounded like such a cute idea, so I did do that. This is going to be for a mother, a teenager, and a toddler, and there's actually enough space if there was a parent in addition to the mom, because I used the new bunk bed functionality where you can have a double bed on the bottom and a single bed up top. And I just think it came out really cute. So I'm building in the world of Windenburg because it's the closest thing we really have currently, other than Brightchester, to the look of Henford on Bagley. And I'm just craving that pack so badly right now. So that is where we are building. I'm trying to figure out the front. I did use some platforms to make like a step up to the door and some raised garden beds. I also end up having a place to hang up your laundry and a little car outside as well. And I'm experimenting with trying to figure out some pathways here, since this part of Windenburg is like downtown and like surrounded by gravel and rocks, and it's not so countryside. I felt like it needed some more structured landscaping, so I was playing around with that. I'm pretty happy with how it came out. It's a little bit different than some of the ways I do landscaping, and also the shape of this house is very simple. I just wanted to get the idea across of a simple small cottage, probably on the cheaper side because of how small it is, that was fitting, 3 Sims in it, which I think is pretty good for the size it is. I don't remember what tier of tiny house this ends up being because I did add the platforms outside for the garden beds, so those actually count as tiles even though they're not living space, which is kind of unfortunate, but I don't know how else they would work it out. But since I imagine there was a toddler here, I did add a kiddie pool outside, which I think is really cute. I also added the bucket for the water balloons. I don't actually use that very often, but I feel like it's a fun activity to have your Sims do. I also didn't throw a lot of water balloons as a kid, so maybe that's why I never think about it. And then I got some planters and a bike. How long must we wait until children can ride bikes? I want that so badly because every time I place a bike, I'm imagining it's for the kids. But the kids can't ride bikes, and it just makes me sad. But we're moving inside now to work on the floor plan. I do end up having the bedrooms over on the right side of the build, and the bathroom is somewhere over there too. I'm trying to think of where it ends up being. Is it right here in the entryway? I know I fiddled around with this floor plan quite a bit. It's a weird one. It's pretty squished, but I think that's to be expected with how small this build is. So that is going to be the toddler's room, and then the teen and the mother are going to share a room, and they're actually the same size rooms. So one of them has a double bed and a bunk, and the other one just has a toddler bed, but they're the same size. I feel like maybe once the toddler's a little bit older, they could switch it up so the teen is sharing with their little sibling, but for now, the parent is sharing with the teen. So anyway, this is going to be where the bathroom goes. And then in the front here, I'm going to have a closed off space, which is going to be the kitchen. It's definitely a much more closed off floor plan. And that's because I was thinking this was more a traditional little cottage. So I wanted it to be more closed off rather than open concept. But that made it so we had a lot of unused space with hallways. But I sort of like that because I tend to go for open concept more than anything. And I'm kind of craving building closed off floor plans, family homes, things like that. Maybe even on the bigger side. We shall see. I'm going to go so wild with the new pack. I'm going to build so many things. I know I've been asking for suggestions for things to build before the pack comes out because I don't know how I'm going to deal with building until then because it's all I can think about. But if you also have ideas of what you'd like to see once it does come out, I'd love to hear those as well, because I would love the suggestions. I always love reading the things you guys come up with. It really inspires me and it's a lot of fun. I like to chat about The Sims. That's why I make content. I don't have anyone in real life that cares about it as much as I do, so I'd basically be shouting into the void. But this way I can shout it at other people. You lovely lot that also are just as excited as I am. So I just really like hearing what you guys have to say. But anyway, over here is going to be the dining space. I also have a high chair for the toddler, even though high chairs are kind of a nightmare in The Sims. In The Sims 4 in particular, I don't use them, but I thought it looked cute. Did I add a toddler potty in this house? I think I did. I even added a plunger, so I hope I added a toddler potty. I'm very good at forgetting to add essential items for toddlers and for pets. For some reason, those are always the two that I'm like, oh, I didn't add a food bowl. Oh, I didn't add a litter box. Oh, there's no potty. Things like that. Or no bathtub. That's definitely one that gets me a lot for toddlers. Like, oops, you can't bathe them. But didn't they add it so you could bathe them in sinks? Or did they take that away? I don't know. I don't play the game enough. I want to. I miss it. I think Cottage Living is going to get me playing quite a bit. Because I feel like it's adding more family dynamics as well. Because like kids helping with cooking. And it looks like we're getting canning. And obviously farming. I feel like I'm going to be turning into a gameplay simmer. Streaming it quite a bit. It's going to be a good time. It's going to be a good time. Anyway, the living space is pretty much coming together here now. I have a TV on that little stand from Jungle Adventure. And I also enjoyed that I did the split level thing. There's a step up to get in. You're on a higher platform and then you step down to get into the rest of the house. I just thought it was a kind of cute little detail and made it feel like the entryway was slightly separate from the rest of the house. And I did use the sectional sofa that we got with the Dream Home Decorator because I'm sort of obsessed. I guess it's good that at least we got Dream Home Decorator pretty close to the announce of this pack, even though we're not getting this new pack for a while, because it's still new and fresh. I still want to use it a lot, even though all I can think about is farm living. I'm just like, but modern sectionals. Yeah. Anyway, I'm just rambling and like way too hyper at you guys today. Hopefully that's okay. I feel like my voiceover is all over the place, but right now we're placing pasta and baby bottles in the kitchen and coffee. We're probably going to need a lot of that raising kids on your own in this little cottage, but I think it came out really cute. I like how squeezed together it is, but this is going to be the parent and teenager room. As I had mentioned before, I am using the new bunk bed functionality with the double bed on the bottom. It just helps so much for tiny homes. I'm very excited to have that. I feel like tiny homes are really benefited. They are really... Bunk beds and Murphy beds really benefit tiny homes. I don't know if I phrased that correctly. I tend to do that. I forget how to speak when I'm doing voiceovers. It's just like brain turns off, don't understand what I'm saying, don't remember what I'm saying. So apologies if I ever say something like that and you're like, this was the word. What do you know how to speak? Because I honestly, I don't a lot of the times when I'm recording. It goes bye-bye. Anyway, this is going to be a makeshift changing table for the toddler. We're in the toddler's room now. I am using the bed from Eco Lifestyle, and I also put that little bunny cutout above the changing table as well. It's so cute. Oh, I can't wait to have bunnies. And a little side table from Dream Home Decorator as well. I think this room came out adorable. And honestly, with the amount of Sims I'm already fitting in this house, if you wanted to add another toddler bed in here, you could fit this for like 4 or 5 Sims in this house. It's definitely fit for that. There is the toddler potty. I didn't forget it. Happy about that. And of course, having a shower tub combo, a shub in this room as well. So you can bathe the toddler or adopt a dog and bathe that as well. Whatever you'd like to bathe, you've got the plumbing to do it. Anyway, with that, we're coming to the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you give this video a big thumbs up. That really does help me out. You can also subscribe to the channel if you have not already. And if you click that bell, it'll turn on notifications to be notified of every single time I upload a new video. Thank you guys so very much for watching, and I will see y'all soon. Bye, everybody.